You were asked to find the rational zeros of each polynomial and then write it in the function in factored form. So first of all, we got to find all the possible rational roots using the rational root theorem. So all of the factors of 4 over all of the factors of 1, because we have our constant here and our leading coefficient here. So because the leading coefficient is just 1, our possible rational roots are really just the factors of 4. So now we're going to use synthetic substitution to try and solve to see which ones are zeros. So start with the nice and easy ones here. I'm going to start with positive 1. And here's the deal. So because we're starting with a power of 4, so we have to go down in descending order. So x to the power of 4, then x to the power of 3, which there's nothing here. So I have to fill that in with a 0. Then my x to the power of 2 is negative 5. Then my x value, again, is 0 because there's no term here that's multiplied by x. And then I put my 4 or my constant. So when I bring down 1, I multiply. 1 times 1, I add. I multiply. I add. I multiply. I add. I multiply. And I add to get 0. And boom, I have my first root, which is positive 1. Meaning in factored form would be x minus 1. And then whatever is left here is going to be part of my remaining polynomial. So I get x cubed plus x squared minus 4x minus 4. Now I'm going to continue looking through my possible rational roots here, but I am going to use the factored form that I have created here. So I'll go ahead and do negative 1 here. 1, 1, negative 4, and negative 4. Bring this down. Multiply to get negative 1. Add to get 0. Multiply to get 0. Bring down negative 4. Negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4. And boom, I got another 0 here. So now factoring that out, I still have my x minus 1 here. Now I have x plus 1, because if negative 1 is a 0, that means if I were to plug it in here, give me 0. And what's left is my remaining polynomial, x squared minus 4. Now let's pause for a second. And yes, we could continue plugging these in and repeating these steps over and over again, but let's use a little thing that we learned from the last unit, which we know x squared minus 4 is called the difference of squares. That means is that we know that because both of these numbers are perfect squares, because x squared is x times x and 4 is 2 times 2, then I know that a plus b times a minus b represents the factored form. So my final form here, x minus 1 times x plus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 2. And so that is my factored polynomial here. And so my zeros are positive 1, negative 1, 2, and negative 2.